Hello, my name is Rainey and it's nice to meet you. I have just gotten back into dolls and ball jointed dolls and other related hobbies during the quarantine, so I've been really into watching some doll related YouTubers, especially channels like Sighthound Lady, where I really like her videos because she just kind of talks about her doll projects, and you can watch all the way through and see all of her projects come to fruition and stuff, and I think that's pretty cool. I was into ball jointed dolls back in 2007, like in high school. I was really into it and I got my first one. But I had been kind of out of it for a while, and then fallen back in love with it this year. So since then, I have picked up a bunch of new hobbies. Before I liked to draw and do art and make characters and stuff, but since getting back into dolls, I've been doing all kinds of stuff like diorama fabricating, making things with 3D pen, sewing. I'm really enjoying the new characters that I'm making with my dolls, and I'm sculpting as well. I'm trying to make my own ball jointed dolls, so I wanted to share it with you guys. I figure, I'm really thirsty for doll content. Some other people might be too. So I just thought I'd share. This isn't like some kind of professional channel or anything. I'm not gonna, I have some dolls on the way. So I will be showing you guys those, but it's not gonna be some kind of like super high production value thing. Just if you want to hear about some characters and see me try to do some new types of art that I've never done before, then stick around. Alright, so I thought I'd start by introducing you to a few of my dolls here. These are the ones that have come in and are kind of assembled, kind of in their close to final form. So I'll talk about them in the order that I got them. This right here is Alistair. Now, Alistair is based on one of my beloved OCs, and he's like a little pig guy. One sec, I'm gonna look. So this is Alistair. Alistair is the first doll that I got in 2020. He's a Lung Sol Lulu, and he's a little piggy boy. So his original story was that he was a pig alien who was given a human form, and even though he feels like a human, he still feels self-conscious that he's just some kind of like farm animal on the inside. But he feels things really deeply. He loves to garden, he loves plants, he knows how to grow anything in any kind of situation, which is a pretty useful skill in his story. Oops. Stop focusing on Safi. Okay. So, yes, I'll just block Safi. Alright. So his partner manifests sometimes as a very tall human. I would probably get like a Doll Chateau doll but that would be like a crazy size difference. I don't know. It's kind of a man with like Doll Chateau type proportions, very tall and long. But also has another spiritual form, which manifests as a tiny blue deer called the Century Fawn. My partner actually has a BJD of the Century Fawn, which is a Nymphaeus doll, Fanny, in crystal blue, but that doll is off right now getting a face-up by the amazing Sour Dots on Den of Angels, or AABJD Works on Instagram. So this boy was the first one I got in. I did everything on him. I did his body blushing, I did his face up, I made his glasses, I made his wig, I made his clothes, even his shoes. I did with 3D pen, well, with sewing and 3D pen for the soles and the plastic parts. His flower crown was made by Bearzones, or Free Bears on Twitter, another awesome artist friend of mine who is super talented at many things and also recently got back into dolls. So anyway, this is Alistair, my little tiny, and I hope you enjoy seeing him. Alright, this is Levi, a Doll's Own pink bear. Now, Levi does not have proper clothes yet, but that's fine. I'll get around to it. Sewing is the hardest thing for me to make myself do. I think we've all had those experiences where we spend all day on a piece of clothing and it doesn't fit and there's no way to fix it. But anyway, I'm actually enjoying Levi's current outfit, and it's not too out of character either. Levi is a young man who is going off to flight school, so it's like a interstellar flight school in one of my stories, and he's kind of at that age, kind of a sophomore year of college age, where a lot is changing and a lot is happening, and he's trying to figure himself out, and you know, it can be kind of tough to figure yourself out when you are in, you know, when you get into relationships young. And so he's kind of in this relationship with this student who's a few years older than him in the academy, and he's kind of wondering if he can trust this person or not, and he wants to, but anyway, so he's somebody who I have quite a story for, and I'm actually trying to sculpt his partner doll now. So anyway, this is my Doll's Own pink bear. I absolutely love the sculpt. I love this resin anime sculpt. The little chain harness thing that he's wearing is made by X Salmonella X, a fantastic artist on Instagram from Poland, and I think it's really cool and matches the sci-fi vibe of his story. I made these glasses. These are not my best glasses. I made some better ones, but they broke. So I've got to figure out with 3D pen how to make delicate glasses that are still a little sturdier. So I'm working on that. Anyway, that's Levi. Alright, here is my special girl. She is a mini Dolphy trained Mochi Ashi. Her name is Safi, and she is very special and important to me. So she is a Dolphy Dream, which is a vinyl doll that Volks makes. She is in tan skin and has the Dream Choice Head 21, which are only available at Doll Point in Akihabara. Luckily, a wonderful proxy, Sophie Baby Bear on Instagram, was able to go and get her for me. So I really love her a lot. She's such a special doll. I've never had a vinyl doll before. I absolutely love her. She's just so fun to play with, fun to pose. Oh no, my cat's being naughty. Sumi! Stop! Sumi, you're naughty. Anyway, I'm gonna try to continue. I know, you want attention. Oh my gosh, the camera really just wants to focus on. Okay, so anyway, I love her a lot. She's vinyl. She's so posable. She's so fun to dress up. There's a lot of clothes available for Mini Dolphy Dreams. I just love her elf ears. Anyway, her skin color and her sculpt, so she's tan, and her sculpt are Dream Choice Limited. And she's just really a special girl, and I love her so much. The one thing about Dolphy Dreams, or Mini Dolphy Dream Mochi Ashis, is that their feet are huge. So luckily my friend had these shoes. They're actually SD size feet, but the proportions are a little different. But my friend Dottie, Sour Dots on Den of Angels, made these socks, knitted them, and gave me these shoes. So that was pretty cool. Ooh, don't worry, she's wearing shorts underneath because I love these little pink ruffle shorts. And I see Safi as kind of a tomboy, so she's actually wearing this outfit, this kind of heart-themed outfit, because her future girlfriend's last part came in. So her future girlfriend is also Mochi Ashi, but I'm going to do a hybrid with the Dolphy Dream Pretty hips and with a peach pie chest piece. So I'm really excited about this hybrid. So Safi's going to have to wait a while for her girlfriend to be finished, but in the meantime, I just put her in this little romantic outfit because I thought it would be cute. So anyway, that's something you could look forward to as well. If you like that kind of thing, I'm going to be documenting the process of making that hybrid and all that entails, so you guys can come along and see. Alright, well, this is Safi. She just got in her new hand parts. These are called Deca hands, which means like big hands, and they're so chubby. They're so chubby and cute. Anyway, I love chubby dolls. I'm kind of obsessed. So anyway, is this about you? Is this all about you? Alright. Well, the next thing I'll show you is I'm going to show you some of the sculptures I'm doing. You can look at this cat. This cat is cuter than me. So I've been sculpting BJDs in Ladal clay, and I'll show you some of my works in progress. By the way, this is Sumi. He's a Highland Lynx, and he's extremely naughty. I've had a few doll injuries because he's overzealous, but he's also a love bug, so I adore him to bits. Alright, so this is Scampy. Now, Scampy is an anime style sculpt. I started sculpting her just as kind of a general anime face, and then I got all these other ideas and I started doing that. So anyway, if you see white stuff on my hands, it's definitely this clay because I'm obsessed and I work on it every day. Ladal clay is an awesome like paper clay, and it is really fun to work with because you can edit endlessly. So her clay is dry, but I can still add wet clay to it and it'll combine into one piece. You can sand it, it's non-toxic, you can carve it, and all of the sanding dust and all the stuff that comes off, you can put in water and it becomes slip, which is another useful tool. Anyway, I love this stuff. I will no doubt ramble on about that some more. So here is Scampy. Now, you might notice it's looking a little rough around her ears. That's because I just took them off the other day because Scampy's ears are going to be jointed. So the idea behind Scampy is that she's going to be a very jointed little doll. So I know people have different preferences about how their elf ears look. so you'll be able to achieve any look you wish. Alright, so remember I was telling you about Levi's upperclassmen love interest. Well, this is them. This is Clar. Now Clar is a pretty intense person, a person of extremes. You know, they have very strong interests, and when they're interested in something, they doggedly pursue it. They're very intelligent, but very odd, and they don't seem to care that much that they're very odd. I really love Claire. I really love Clar. Claire is my friend's OC. I don't know who I love also. I really love Clar. Clar is my partner's OC, and I'm really excited to make kind of like a non-binary trans mask body. Really psyched to, I'm really passionate about all different types of bodies, especially chubby and fat bodies, so I'm really excited to try and portray my ideal of beauty in many different ways. I think there aren't a ton of fat dolls out there. There are definitely some curvy ones, some pear-shaped ones, which I adore, but I definitely have a passion for portraying my idea of beauty. So this is Clar, and I'm going with a single jointed torso, or a non-jointed torso for Clar, because I just really wanted to sculpt the exact shape I wanted, and yeah, so there's Clar. Alright, so this is hopefully a familiar face to some of you. This is Utica. So Utica, or as you may see her on Twitter, looks like it's spelled Jusica, but actually it's Utica, is the main character of a Hungarian newspaper cartoon, which I'm just crazy about. I think it's so funny and so cute. So I really, really want a Utica doll, so I'm just making one for myself. And I happen to have this wig from all the way back in 2007 when I was last in the hobby, and it's just like the perfect wig for her. So she's a work in progress right now. Her face is pretty close to done, I'd say. It's just the back of her head that's not, I can't seem to get her head cap totally right. So if anybody has any advice in that regard, I would really appreciate it. Anyway, I need to just stop fidgeting. But yeah, this is Utica. Hopefully you recognize her. I'm gonna make her some custom eyes, and obviously she needs a body, but the face shape-wise is pretty close to being done. Just need to sand it and prime and paint and whatnot. Let me know if you have heard of Utica or not. And if you like her, if you don't know about her, check out the accounts on Twitter that post the comics. They're really good. All right. All right, last but certainly not least, here is, I just call this doll the plus size doll. She's pretty big, like bigger than my other dolls. I don't know if she's gonna be SD or what, but here she is. And so the tummy is pretty much done. This is the L size bust, of course, like what else could it be? This is the L size bust. But my hope with this is, I hope to get this doll 3D scanned and then be able to offer it at different sizes if people want it, and then offer an L size bust, an S size bust, and also hopefully a male bust too, so that if you have a fat character, you will be able to shell that fat character with this doll. Hopefully I'll be able to offer it in different skin tones as well. You know, I don't really have anything invested in making money off of this hobby, but I have fat characters that I want to shell, and I just get bummed out when I don't see anything like what I want. So I hope to be able to make this available for those who want it eventually. So if you know stuff about that, please let me know. And anyway, major work in progress. The chest needs to be refined a lot more. This doll has arms too, but they're not really close to being done yet. But anyway, that's my last sculpture. Sumi's fallen asleep. I think he knows this video is getting too long. But never too long to talk about dolls. I actually like long videos, so if you do too, maybe stick around. I'll try to post more. Anyway, so this little segment is dolls I'm customizing for other people. So this beauty here, this beauty is, her name is Patina, P-E-T-E-E-N-A. She is a fashion doll from the 1960s in the shape of a poodle. Now, I have the amazing opportunity to do a custom, and not just like a little custom, like a major custom. So as you can see, she's been wiped, and I've modded her face a little bit with a little bit of putty to take away the smile lines. I am going to be modding her to be one of my friends, to be a design created by one of my friends. So I'm going to reroute her with some long, wild hair that's white with a gradient out to gray. I'm going to be doing more of a vintage type face up, some gray markings, and making her some clothes too. So I'm really excited about that. Just working on really upping my airbrush skills so I can, because I just got an airbrush a little while ago. So working on upping my airbrush skills so that I can do the job that this beautiful girl deserves. I actually already whitened her with Retro Bright. She had some yellowing, and you can see she's still kind of like a cream ivory color on her vinyl parts, but she's a lot better than what she was. Retro Bright worked pretty well. So yeah, I definitely recommend that as an option if you want to restore vinyl toys, and I'm really excited to get to work on this incredible girl and just kind of get to play with her and have her in my home for a little bit. So the next doll is, I'll just have to tell you about, an Obitsu 24. She's currently disassembled, but my friend Dottie and I are going to dye some Obitsus different colors. So I'm going to use iDye Poly to dye my Obitsu girl like a blueberry type color, and I'm going to make her a blueberry pancake girl. So she's going to have like syrupy hair and like a pancake skirt. And then my friend is making boba girls, and I'm super excited because my friend is like a whiz at 3D printing and is super cool, and she's gonna try and make them shaker skirts, so like resin skirts with little boba thingies, little tapioca balls floating around in there. Super excited. I really hope it works out. Speaking of Dottie, she very kindly sent me 2 of her Kiki Pops, which are just gorgeous. Oops, this little darling is, her name's Kiwi, and she is such a cutie. She has an incredible face up. I don't know if you can tell, she's so small, but it's just so precise. Like, Dottie is super talented. But anyway, I'm gonna give these girls some body blushing. And, well, I say these girls, this is one. And then this darling, her name is Pear. She is the other. So I'm going to give these girls some body blushing to try and match their incredible face ups. And it's also just fun to have little Kiki Pops around to play with. I've never played with one before, so anyway, Dottie is the master of everything glittery, which is why these eyes look so good. So yeah, I'm having a lot of fun giving these girls a little spa vacay at my house, and hopefully giving them some body blushing again when I get up the courage to do it with the airbrush. All right, guys. Well, you stole the show, little guy. All right. Well, thanks for joining me today. I really hope to have some more fun stuff to show you soon. Some sculpture progress, some customs I'm gonna do. I have some Dolphy Dream heads I'd love to do open mouth mods on, and face ups. All my characters have stories. I'd love to tell you more about those stories. I'm building a diorama for Safi. I'm just doing all kinds of stuff because, you know, what else can you do in this time? So if you're interested in watching some Dolly content, learning some new skills or anything, feel free to ask me any questions and I'll help you if I can. Feel free to just talk to me. You can talk to me on Insta or in the comments. I always love to talk about dolls. So yeah, anyway, I'm Rainy. This is Sumi. This is Sumi. He fell asleep.